Welcome to Silverado Golf and Country Club. We're going to continue our series on golf instruction here. Today we're going to work on alignment. Again, a very important part of the golf swing and the game to try to make sure you're lined up correctly at what you're trying to hit at. Again, I go back to my baseball analogy here. When you see the pitchers, the better pitchers, you know, Roger Clemens and Andy Pettitte and all these guys that are unbelievable in pitching, when they finish, when they're pitching, they face the target of what they're throwing to, okay? When you see guys and they pitch and they're kind of off target from what they're throwing at, the ball's going to tend to be off target. This is what we're talking about here with our alignment stuff. We got to make sure that we're lined up correctly at what we're trying to hit at. That sounds like such a simple thing, but I can't tell you the number of people that come out here and take golf lessons from me and they think their swing is terrible, and it, you know, 75% of the time it's not their swing. Their swing is adequate or decent for what they're trying to do, but they're lining up at the wrong spot. This is what we're trying to focus on here today. Again, when you watch the pre-shot routine video, that's something I'd have you check out today too, because that'll help you with this part of it. But the alignment one is just as important in the fact that if you don't know how to do this, then the pre-shot routine maybe doesn't even help you. So here's what we're talking about. You have to have a point. We're trying to aim, for this purpose of this video, we're trying to aim at this big, large oak tree straight in front of us. Okay? That's what we're trying to align at. We have picked out, kind of generously, we put down 2 leaves right here, which are roughly 6 inches to a foot in front of the ball. Okay, that's my guideline. Is basically you don't really want to move as you're setting up here to the ball. You don't want to have to move your head more than just a little. You know, you don't even want to have to move your head. I don't even move my head to see these 2 leaves right here. You should always be able to find something, a piece of grass that's kind of out of line, a leaf, a small rock that's in your position between the golf ball and your ultimate target of what you're trying to hit to, or your target line, I should say, of where you're trying to get the ball to start at. Okay, and therefore we have to have the club face to start at it. So when I do my pre-shot routine, I come back here, I take my practice swing, and I'll come back and I'll look 1, 2, 2.5. I'll look at and try to find that intermediate target area. This is what you see on TV. You see these guys all the time looking behind the golf ball. What they're doing is they're trying to find a spot between the ball and their target so they can start envisioning the golf shot to go down the target line that they're trying to hit on. When I do find that spot, okay, I always come in slightly open. My left foot is always slightly behind my right foot. I tend to hit a little bit of a fade, a little left to right shot. If you want to come in square, that's fine. I just don't want it to be too much one way, which is this is a closed stance, or too much one way, this is an open stance. Align the club so that it goes straight through. The face of the club is 90 degrees to the ball, to that leaf or intermediate target. Then I'm going to set my club face, or set my body, so that my feet, hips, and shoulders are basically going about 7 yards left of the target. It's between 5 and 7 yards is what you're trying to do. You're trying to create railroad tracks. You have one track right here and one track right here. You want them to be parallel lines. You don't ever want your lines to intersect. That's a big no-no. That's one of the reasons why people do come out here and give us lots of money for golf lessons, is because of this one reason right here. Their lines start to intersect. Their feet and hips and shoulders are going one way, and their club face is going another way, or vice versa. So by having your base point right here of having the club face square to the intermediate target, setting your feet up with the baseline here, and then your hips and your shoulders all doing the same thing, that gets you in a great position to be able to have a nice railroad track idea, have the ball go on target. This is used for putting and chipping, same exact process, just in a smaller fashion, because you have to find that intermediate target to be able to start the ball online, and then from there you can work on golf swing and fundamentals and that type of thing. Work on that. That's just as that technique right there is just as important as the position of your right hand at the top of your backswing or your downswing follow through. If you don't have the alignment, then it's not even worth trying all the rest of it. Once again, this is Sean Klotz from Silverado Country Club. Keep checking us out on YouTube, and thanks for paying attention.